Do you think that this is we're seeing the best version of Mbappe?
What has really changed is Guler. The connection between those two players it's like Ozil and Ronaldo again.
Secret to Mbappe's amazing form so far?
Mbappe is what is it? He's starting to look more like PSG Mbappe, you know, the all action, the one who actually had the first touch, the one who actually dribble past players, all that stuff. Look, actually, he had a great goal scoring season last year, towards the end, obviously. But not the start. The start was pretty bad if you remember that, right? I think the guy's just getting more acclimatized to his surroundings. I also think that Alonso is just a manager with a more set type of playing football. You know what I mean? And
So,
the fact,
I mean,
good. Yeah.
would you say he's the coldest finisher right now, or do you think it's Kane who will get to in the next section in the ban?
No, it's not.
In terms of, okay, give this guy a 1v1, it's a goal.
No, it's Erling. It's still Erling. Erling's the best striker in the world. Like, what are we doing? You say he's the best striker in the world, then you ask me if Mbappe is the best finisher. Like, pick a side, man. Look, Erling is the best striker in the world, so relax. Mbappe right now is probably the best player in the world, in my opinion. Edges Kane because of the league is playing in. Yeah, look, I think that Alonso, look, the team is just better last year. Can we just admit that first? Like, last year, they were horrible defensively. Partly because of injuries, partly because of...
No, but you know what's so weird? Like, Mbappe won the Golden Shoe, but he had a lot of... like, last year, how do you win the European Golden Shoe, but you have so many banter meme games?
Yeah, no,
Bro,
he did.
Shout out to the drink fest.
Early 2025, he was going crazy.
Yeah, he didn't have a good start. Remember that people were cooking and people were saying, was he worth the money? Is disrupting Vinny?
I mean, like, this is basically, it's got so bad, this happened.
He did it anyway.
And then...
Nah, getting cooked by Connor was crazy.
Do we get part 2 this week?
Connor,
Wait, hold on, continue. KJ.
Your question is, what's he done? I think he's just become more set in his in the team and the system. I think the team is better, like I said. I genuinely think the team is better. Bellingham has, come to form as well. He's what's his name? Growing his game.
So do you think that this is we're seeing the best version of Mbappe right now? Or do you think that the best version was at Monaco or in 2018?
I would say...
You see, because I've always said that I feel it's weird. I think Mbappe was a better overall football player at Monaco, but I think he's a much more efficient finisher right now.
I think in 2022 we had the best balance of it.
Yeah,
he still had skill, but he was
I was about to say, was that the season he scored a hat trick against Barca at Camp Nou?
Nah, that was the year prior.
Yeah, that's a 21-22 season. Oh, no, that's 2021. 2021, yes, I think.
Okay, my fault. Yeah, I'd say that was probably the time where you said that you had the best balance in Mbappe. You're talking about him as a finisher. I think his last season at PSG, I think he had his best ever goal scoring season, but that's just because the Roland's team was more to be the centre forward, as you say. If you think about it, at Monaco, it was still Falcao who was the predominant goal scorer. And at PSG, it was still Mbappe's it was still Neymar was still there. Remember, Cavani had like a 50-goal season there, all that stuff. So I think, similar to other players, just when you're put in that position to be that main goal scorer, you can't just go into it. I do think that, yes, just because it's his biggest role, so it's his main role in the team, I'm not surprised that he can do it. Does it take from other parts of his game? I think inevitably. But we all know he scored the most goals that a player's ever scored in a season, in a debut season for Madrid, right? Even more than Criminaldo, whatever you want to say, right?
But the goals need to mean something.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I mean. I'm saying that now, right? Now what we have to do is, you say it doesn't matter how much you score, it matters when you score. Now he has to lead them to a league title, and he has to,
and the UCL,
and the UCL. Let's be honest, that's the last sort of crown in his trophy cabinet that he hasn't obtained yet, and the Euros obviously. But yeah, I think in my opinion, I do think that he's
So are we seeing are we seeing the best of Mbappe right now?
No, we're seeing the best of Mbappe as a striker, but then again, he's only been a striker for 3 years, right? And this isn't the business end of a season. Let's hope he can keep it up, and he has to carry into the World Cup. I mean, he's Mbappe; he always does in the World Cup. To be fair.
No, it's. I mean, like it's. Look, bro, KJ. I think he wouldn't do it because very few people have 2 World Cups.
No, I think he has the team, and he has the temperament to do it. In my opinion, 100%, regardless of what people say about France.
Did Trump tax? I know Pogba tax, bro. Give me a peak Pogba. All bets are off.
You guys say this about.
Bro, we're not in 2018 no more, man.
Yeah, exactly. You guys talk about Deschamps all you want, man. The guy. You guys can have this fantasy in your head that if France get a Zidane or someone else, that France are all of a sudden going to play this brilliant football. Get that out of your head, because international football is a humbler, bro. So whatever you want to say about
Zidane will play a better brand. Like the Deschamps ball is too negative, bro. It's good, it's effective, but it's too negative.
Yeah,
bro.
That's fine, HH. But like I said, he's been to 2 World Cup finals and a Euros final. So when you have the talent, I really don't know how much a manager can do. And whatever you guys say about Zidane has to win a World Cup. He has to get to 2 finals, and he has to get to a Euros final to match Deschamps. If he does that, playing a better style of football, that's fine. If he doesn't do that, he's what's it called? He's fell short of what Deschamps did. It's pretty simple to me. I don't obsess over style in international football the way you guys do, because I just think it's redundant. It's about winning 7 games the way you can. Style is irrelevant in my opinion, right?
So you believe Mbappe is capable of leading Real to a Liga and a UCL this season?
The Liga, yes. The UCL, I don't know. I think they're at best a semi-final team. If they get to a final, they're definitely winning, because they never lose those. But I think they're at best the semi-final team. I still think they're short defensively.
Thing is, he can go to the next level, but the thing is, what has really changed is Guler. The connection between those 2 players it's like Ozil and Ronaldo again. Arda was the key factor in unlocking Mbappe, because Vini was not going to do that for Mbappe. Neither was Rodrigo going to do that for Mbappe. It had to be someone who was feeding the balls to Mbappe.
And also Ancelotti did not trust Guler. He hardly played him last season.
So that's the biggest change which we had this season. First thing, what the change which we saw is the defense factor. We are not defending like the way we were last year. We are compact. So that gives freedom to Mbappe to make his runs. He doesn't have to defend. Vini is defending. And what the other thing I have seen, Xabi has introduced Mbappe pressing. We didn't see that. We never saw Mbappe pressing. Mbappe is pressing. And that's why he knows where to be, and Arda is playing the ball to Mbappe to get those goals. Because if you saw the second goal, it was a pinpoint ball from Arda to Mbappe, and he knew that the ball was coming to him for the second goal. So that's the biggest change which I have seen. And as for what I can see, if Jude comes back with the form he has, and Endrick, I would prefer Endrick to play on the left wing instead of Mastantuono, because Endrick has raw pace which can be used on the left wing. So these are a few changes, and the biggest change or the biggest player this season is Tchouaméni. His role as a defensive midfield has changed a lot since Carlo Ancelotti, because if you remember, the whole stadium was booing the hell out of Tchouaméni last season, and he has picked up form. So those are the few changes, and I don't know whether I can say that we are winning the same UCL or not, but leagues, yeah, I think we can do the league.
No, look, I'm putting Real for the league, but what do you think you're missing from saying that you could win the UCL?
I haven't seen the peak of Real Madrid till now.